All right, if I can have your attention here in the Media Center, we will continue with today's media availabilities for the Fred's 250 here at Talladega Superspeedway for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. We're now joined by Christopher Bell, driver of the number 4 Kyle Busch Motorsports Toyota. Christopher, there was some exciting news announced earlier today. Can you share with us what your plans are for 2018?
Yeah, it's really exciting actually to be able to go and run full time in the Xfinity Series for Joe Gibbs Racing is obviously it's a dream come true, and it's really cool to be able to move up the ladder underneath the Toyota banner. I can remember, I think it was Chili Bowl 2014. Myself, Tyler Gibbs, and Jack Irving all went and sat down, and I was coming off the USAC National Midget Driver Championship, which was the first for Toyota, and Jack and Tyler sat down and kind of we were just talking about the future and how it was going to work out. And now a couple years later, to be able to be moving up and going to the Xfinity Series with Toyota and Joe Gibbs Racing is the dream come true, and really thankful for the opportunities. And it's been great to be able to go from Keith Kunz Motorsports on the dirt side to Kyle Busch Motorsports and the late models, and then as well as the truck series. So I've been with great organizations, and it's going to continue with Joe Gibbs.
Tremendous. Well, congratulations. We'll open it up for questions for Christopher. If you have some, please raise your hand. We'll start over on the left with Jerry.
Jerry Jordan, KickingTheTires.net and PRN. Christopher, obviously it's a big step for you. This year you've got all these wins coming in, coming into this race. But looking forward to next year, you a little bit nervous? You worried about that? Are you ready for the next step in your career?
I'm excited. One thing that Toyota's done a great job of is preparing me for the next stepping stone. Whenever I was running late models at Kyle Busch Motorsports, they were kind of trickling me into some truck races. And I think I got 7 truck races that year before I went full-time, and it worked out again this year where I'm going to have, I think, 8 Xfinity races before I go full-time next year. So that's great seat time for me. I'm going to be able to be with the organization and kind of learn how they operate. And, driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports, you already have somewhat of a feel of how they do things. And I think it's a great fit and the perfect stepping stone.
We'll go in the middle to Kenny and to the right to Chris afterwards.
Kenny Bruce from NASCAR.com. Christopher, you've made, I think, 4 Xfinity Series starts this year. From a competitive standpoint, how does that relate to the Truck Series when you're out there?
Well, the field is a lot deeper, that's for sure. There's a lot more quality cars in the Xfinity Series. And, other than that, it's still racing. And every step along the way, you're racing against professional race car drivers. And that goes back all the way to when I was racing USAC and World of Outlaws on the dirt side of things. You're racing against professional race car drivers. So, it's just another division. And I feel like the cars are going to actually maybe even suit my driving style a little bit more than the trucks would. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait. And let's go.
Chris, go ahead, please.
Chris, NightCatchFence.com. Christopher, next weekend you're going to return to the Xfinity Series, run Kansas, and then the final 3, Texas, Phoenix, Homestead. How important is that stretch going to be for you to get prepared for 2018?
Well, like I said, Toyota's done a great job of preparing me for each step, and that's kind of how it worked out with the Truck Series. I was able to do, I think, Vegas, Talladega, Texas, Homestead, the last couple races in the truck schedule before I went full-time in the Truck Series, and same thing this year. I got a couple Xfinity races earlier in the year to get my feet wet, and then I get a lot here at the end to try and prepare me for next year. And so it's a great schedule that they've laid out for me, and I'm going to try and take everything I can get from these next couple Xfinity races that I can drive and try and learn everything and prepare myself as well as I can for next year.
We're going to go to Bob in the middle.
Bob Hunkers, ESPN. With the additional races that are in the Xfinity Series, what does that do to your sprint car, Chili Bowl schedule?
Well, I'm done sprint car racing for 2017. There's really no more that I can do. I do have one more midget race, Turkey Night. That's after Homestead on Thanksgiving Day. So as far as other dirt stuff, the Chili Bowl, I'll be at the Chili Bowl, of course. And but yeah, that's all I got for the remainder of 2017. I don't know. We haven't really talked too much about it. I see Jack's over there grinning. So we haven't talked too much about it, and we'll have to play it by ear.
Do we have any additional questions? We'll go over here to Caleb to the left.
Caleb Whistler, KickingTheTires.net. What does it mean for you to have such an investment from Toyota in your career?
Well, as a kid growing up, I was just a dirt track racer, so there was really no feasible path to go to NASCAR. And then you see Larson, he went to Keith Kunz Motorsports driving for Toyota, and then unfortunately there wasn't a path there for him, so he went to Ganassi and that route. But then from that point on, I was able to win the Drivers' Championship, and they gave me an opportunity at Kyle Busch Motorsports. So to be able to be associated with Toyota through my entire young career has been a dream come true, and just thankful. I can't say that enough, how thankful I am that they've believed in me through the thick and thin. Last year I had a really not a great season, and then this year's been really great. So they believed in me enough to give me another opportunity this year in the Truck Series, and I'm really thankful for that, and I'm thankful that we get to continue our partnership.
Anything else for Christopher? Christopher, congratulations and thank you for the time.
Thank you.